The plan this weekend was to take the camper van to Acadia, but when I got home, my wife had decided that she was not interested in camping this weekend. It's probably gonna rain, it's a long drive. So instead of taking the camper van alone, I decided to make a change. I got home from work about 3 hours ago and decided it was time to test out all of the camping gear that I've purchased and have never tried to put into everything so far. Got my Tusk rackless set, and then some Amazon 60 liter, and then a very large tank bag. Weighing the bike down quite a bit, I had to go ahead and up the preload so that it's sitting a little more normal now. Only 25 miles in, but as you can see, the weather is chilly and dark and miserable so far. So I put on my rain jacket. Not that I'm getting rained on, but I am freezing in the wind. I saw a review on this on the Beard's Bike and Camping channel, and he liked it. I'm hoping it acts as a pretty decent windbreaker as well, and I'm afraid from the looks of the skies, I'm gonna need it for rain later. "120 miles in, Alltown, Massachusetts. The weather has turned to rain. I was already quite cold, though this is a great windbreaker, but now I have to deal with however much rain I'm gonna get. "200 miles left to Acadia. I'm in Kennebunkport, Maine. Bike is holding up well. Weather has actually stopped raining. Pretty breezy, but other than that, nice weather. The bike chain is a little loose, and I forgot my tools for that. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that. Might have to borrow some tools from somebody when I get to the campsite. But 200 miles, hopefully the weather will hold out. So far, everything's staying on. Nothing's come loose. I think 170 miles left to go, and I do have to keep going because there's no overnight camping. As much as I wanted to stay in this beautiful sunny parking lot here in Maine. Well, not too much farther now, 2.5 hours with stopping. This highway right here represents 95% of the trip from where I live to Acadia. It is beautiful when you get there, but unfortunately it's highways all the way unless you have about 4 days to take back roads, or theoretically you could take US 1 if you're willing to stop at streetlights for 400 miles. But I chose to take the highway. My goal was to make it to my campground, preferably before it turned to rain. The blue skies we have right now were not expected to last, and they did not. 454 miles later, about 10 hours with a lot of stops, I've reached my campsite, Camp 49 in Blackwoods in Acadia, and it's not half bad. Would have fit my van just fine, but we're gonna have to go with having a very spacious area for just me, the bike, and no tent. Ugh, now I have to set up a tent. No sooner did I set up the tent, get out my chair, started a fire, that the rain started. It then rained all evening, all through the night, into the morning, at which point I decided it was 51 degrees, it was pouring rain. There was exactly 2 hours where it was expected to not rain, and the high was going to be 53 degrees. So I packed up the bike as best I could, everything's soaking wet, and I rode the 454 miles home. I don't regret going up. It was a great ride. It was a great experience. I'd never done 450 miles, much less 450 miles, and then turned around and done it again. So, great experience. Terrible, cold, rainy night of camping, and I definitely will not return to Maine at this time of year. Waiting for June or July.